Hey guys, so I want to talk with you guys a little bit about groceries. I do a lot of hauls when it comes to me doing grocery shopping, but I want to share with you tips on shopping at supermarkets other than the commissary, okay? So I'm a military spouse. My husband's in the Marine Corps, and most of the time when you go to different bases, the commissary is a little bit cheaper than the supermarket that are off base, right? So all of the other type of supermarkets and things like that. But the tips I'm about to show you guys is tips that helps me locate a supermarket that is beneficial for my family, okay? So here are 5 tips that I want to show you or talk to you guys about how I normally save money, how I find supermarkets that are sometimes cheaper than the commissary. So number 1, the location. Okay, so sometimes I've lived on base, like in this location where we're at, we're actually living on base, and in most other military bases that we have lived off base. So sometimes we have gone to the commissary, and other times we have went to other supermarkets. Okay, so one of the things that I look for is location. Like I said, is how far is it? So when I was in California, Costco was like 2 minutes from me. Like I can literally walk to Costco, and you know how big my family is. Costco really worked for us. So I miss Costco. So Walmart for me was a little bit further. I wouldn't say it wasn't far, but it was like maybe more like 5 minutes. And Costco was like 2 minutes. And so those type of stores were very close to me, but the commissary was probably like 10 minutes from me. And so 5-10 minutes from me, and I had to plan it out. And so in California, things are a little bit different. And so I've had to find different supermarkets that were cheaper than the commissary, or yeah, a little bit cheaper, because the commissary was a little bit further from me. So I did Costco, I did Walmart, pretty much it. So those were like my 2 to 3 stores that I went to that were a little bit cheaper than a commissary. So another tip that I look for is meat prices. So in California, the meat prices that were beneficial was Costco, and the commissary had really affordable meat prices, and it was either the commissary or Costco, and those were the 2 only places that I would go to get my meats. I mean, everything. I mean, of course, you know, most of the time the commissary has affordable. Most of the time, the commissary has affordable meats, but Costco always did above and beyond. So yes, meat prices. I never went anywhere else, you know, because I was always like, nope, I can get it cheaper at Costco. I can get it cheap at the commissary. So Walmart, nope. Aldi, nope. You know, all those other places like Trader Joe's and Sprouts. Those were another place. I couldn't even think of it, but those were the other places that I went to as well. And produce, commissary, Costco and Walmart were like the 2 places again that I would go to for produce. And Walmart has some decent ones. I always, you know, try to go to Sprouts. Always had some, you know, cheap, you know, prices, and excuse me, and the farmers market. So that was that. Another tip that I always look for when it comes to supermarkets is food alternatives. So like I showed you in my last haul, and I put that in the eye of sky. Yes, the food alternatives that I love to look for when I go shopping for other supermarkets is like dairy products. I don't eat a lot of dairy products. My kids don't eat a lot of cheese. My husband doesn't eat meat. So I like restaurants that also give me not only healthy options, but other alternatives that that will give me ideas and things like that. So when I was in California, I always had like Sprouts and Trader Joe's and Aldi's. They always had like food alternatives and healthy you know, suggestions and things like that. And I love those already made foods and things like that. Sprouts was so good at doing things like that. And I love some markets that do stuff like that. So every once in a while, I like to have the option to go and have the already made like food. Sometimes it's salad, sometimes it's like, I know at Sprouts they always had like meatballs and wraps and just different things like that. I like that. And so the commissary right where I'm at here in North Carolina, they have some of that. You know, they don't have a lot of options, and plus they're going through a renovation right now, so they don't have a lot of options. And so I've been looking for other supermarkets prices and looking at other supermarket prices and things like that, because this commissary that I'm at, they don't have a lot of options. So again, I look at location, meat and produce prices, and food alternatives. The fourth one is savings. Okay, of course the commissary is said to be a little bit more cheaper. It is a little bit more cheaper in some cases. In other cases, like the supermarkets, you know, that I like to look for, Walmart sometimes is a little bit cheaper. Costco, I feel like I'm getting my money for bulk. I'm getting my money's worth, depending on what you get. And I like those savings when I get my card. You know those little rewards cards and things like that. I do that, and then plus I do Ibotta and things like that, and then I do a little bit of couponing as well. So I'll do a separate video on that. But anyway, I love places that I can get savings. If I can save a little bit of coins here, I will go and do it. Okay, if it's a little bit more cheaper at the commissary, but at the same place, if I can go to Walmart or other supermarkets where if I use my rewards card, I can get it cheaper. I love places like that. So, and then the last thing that I love about shopping at other supermarkets or tips what I look for is cleanliness. Okay, the supermarket has to be clean. Okay, and right now where I'm at, they doing a renovation, so it's okay, but at the same time, I like the supermarket to be clean. Okay, that's just me. I don't know, I like clean supermarkets. I go to Walmart. The Walmart here is okay. It's very clean and orderly. The Sprouts and Trader Joe's that I went to, they were always clean. They always had stuff organized. So this type of stuff that it makes me want to come back, you know? It makes me want to come back and look at some more stuff. And I like to just shop and browse and do different things like that. So that's just me, okay? So I look for things like that when I'm looking at different. So that's pretty much it. Those are the tips that when I'm looking for other supermarkets, other than the commissary, these are the tips that I look for. Pretty much it, guys. My daughter, she's wanting my attention right now, so she's been playing with her little Kindle, so she's so cute. All right, guys, I'll check you later. Bye.
Bye.
Hey guys, so I want to and yeah, basically that will help me and my family. So yes, so what else was near me? I think what else was near me? I think that was pretty much all these. And okay. So like I showed you in my last haul, I don't know what's wrong. What's going on?
Mommy.
Yes.
Mommy,
okay, Mommy's gonna change it, okay? Go get your pull-up. Go get your pull-up. No. So like I showed you in my last haul, thank you. The food alternatives is what I'm talking about. She's... Yes? Oh, okay, go ahead. That's my daughter, guys. Look. Okay. Okay. So, yes. The Sprouts and the battery. Go plug it up. Thank you.